Good day. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Niger Watch. My name is Eva, reporting live from Lagos, Nigeria. How are you, my Niger Watch family across the globe? To you guys, I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How you doing? Welcome to a beautiful new week. Yes, guys, welcome to a beautiful new week. I can't wait to see each and every one of you. Hi, Paco Baresi. How you doing? Good morning to you too. How you doing? Paco, I'd like to know where you are dialing from. Please say something. Good morning to you, Edo Lights Watch. Good morning to you, sir. How have you been? I hope you had a good weekend. Thank you for being here. Oh, guys, I have the link. Uh, the link, should you want to join the discussion today, it's in the comment section. So do the needful by clicking on the link and you'll be right here with me. Also, guys, let's not forget to do the needful by liking this broadcast, sharing, inviting someone. I hope you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, I'll wait a minute for you to do that. Yes, I literally would wait a minute for you to do that. All right, guys, please let's do the needful. Let's like this broadcast. Please, let's like this broadcast. Osagovo, hi, good morning. How are you doing, Osagovo? I hope you're well. Good to have you. Happy New Week, Osaguro. Happy New Week. I hope you did something good over the weekend. I hope you share. Yes, guys. Today we have the charts coming up at 1 p.m. I cannot wait to have you guys on the chart. Promises to be it's gonna be a good one today. I can say it's gonna be a good one today. So please try. Oh yes, you guys consider my so it's cloudy over here in Lagos. Yeah, that's why it's looking this way. It's cloudy over here. It's Lagos. It's been a rainy day, sort of so far. It's been raining over here. Well, yeah, been raining, and it looks like the weather promises more downpouring. All right, guys, we need to move in for the day already. Welcome to today's broadcast. Welcome to newspaper review. Welcome to Niger Watch. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And I know even when you don't say it, I know it's a pleasure to have me here too. So you're welcome. All right. Please do the needful if you'd like to join the discussion. Do the needful by clicking on the link, and you'll be right here, guys. Please, as we are moving, as the number of viewership is growing right now, guys, please do the needful by liking the broadcast. Hi, Favor Faith. Good morning to you. How you doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Good to have you. Welcome, Faith. Welcome. All right, guys, we need to run along. Today's newspaper review looks like we'll be needing to have some calculator. Because all these plenty monies that are unaccounted for. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what we are going to do about it, but it looks like today we would be calculating all these monies with these people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shall we begin? Our first paper for today is the Punch. And just above the nameplate, we have economic crisis. Nigeria's 9 trillion naira oil revenue threatened. FG blames theft. Oil production crashes by over 28 million barrels. 28 million barrels. Government misses revenue targets. Curb oil theft. Cut recurrent expenditure to avoid bankruptcy, experts tell federal government. 18 terminal operators owe federal government $753 million, 1.61 billion naira. AGF. Reps summon NPA boss. All right, and just above that, we have 7 month cashless transaction rise 41%, hit 210 billion naira. Caution your supporters. Police warn presidential candidates, others. Ekweremadu, Ohaneze faults Malami, 6 FG's intervention. Raid bushes, uncompleted buildings, IG orders policemen. And the picture you have there, it's about the Lagos Ibadan, the traffic. The traffic lately, especially yesterday, they said it was both sided, and people trying to avert traffic on the other way. I mean, you know how they do it in Lagos now, and they ended up causing traffic everywhere. It was a standstill, and this was attributed to the convention. It's yeah, convention and the construction going on. So on Lagos Ibadan construction convention ground traffic, police ban hawking. Monkeypox spreads to 27 states. Cases now 172. Find Mapoli student killers. Abiodu orders police others. Amazon's political relevance validity have expired, and that's from APC's spokesman. Let's take the story on the 9 trillion naira oil revenue threatened. Nigeria's oil production slumped by 28 million barrels between January and July 2022, threatening the federal government's 9.37 trillion naira oil and gas revenue targets by the end of the year. The federal government in the 2023 to 2035 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper recently presented by the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Dr. Zainab Ahmed, blamed oil production shut-ins due to pipeline vandalism, crude oil theft, and high petrol subsidy costs. Most industry experts who spoke with the Punch on Sunday also attributed the decline to oil theft, which appears to have defied solutions. I mean, this has been happening since this 28 million barrels has been happening since January to July. So this is like the amount of uh this is the amount that has been stolen. January to July. That's 6 months, right? I mean, and in 6 months they couldn't come up with something to protect this, they couldn't come up with something to stop this, and now they want to it is now July that they want to begin steps on how to I mean, the incompetency of these people is mind-blowing. Honestly, it's mind-blowing. You people sat down, you watched 28 million barrels stolen. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That's what am I saying? 6 months. July. No, you guys, the incompetency from these people is just on another level. And the Nigerian police force has advised all politicians to eschew violence and caution their supporters against threatening voices of desert and dissent and opposition in the run up to the 2023 elections. I think they should do better than that if they are being realistic. Oh yes, we all know that the LP vice presidential candidate visits Jonathan. If you like more on that, please tune into the Punch paper. And now this is the Inspector General of Police. Inspector General of Police Usman Baba has ordered officers and men of the Nigerian police force to be on the offensive and take the fight against crime to the doorsteps of suspected criminals. Baba was said to have given the directive while reviewing the general security situation of the nation via reports from police commands and formations across the country. And now, you see, I have a problem with these red bushes, uncompleted buildings. I think the police are just too incompetent. I don't know, or they are just, I mean, this raid would just end up, would just have them, would have them rounding up the youth, innocent people. I think they are these red bushes, uncompleted buildings. What are we looking for here? And the other day, LASMA stopped this person, and I don't know what the problem was, but you think with what is happening in the country, we will prioritize our torchlights on insecurity. There's some things that should be overlooked in the country right now. Yes, there's some things that should be overlooked. Somebody is driving out of somebody is driving out of and somebody is driving out through an entry instead of exit, and you just sit down and watch that person until they get all out there. Then you pounce on the person and say you're arrested. 20,000 naira. The mindset of all of these people all together, they just want the easy way out, the one that will favor them, and I think that's why we have these things here, still here with us. Honestly, it's terrible from our security operatives. And moving on to the Ekoremadu's case. Ohaneze fought Malami 6 FG's intervention. Now, Ohaneze has come out to make a case. Say why is why is Ekweremadu still there? And moreover, when he applied for visa for this for the young man, he was told, he stated the reason for for the trip. If they knew that that would not fly, they don't want that they should have just refused him the visa, not to make it look like everything was fine, like he has done the needful, and then they bring up cases. And if by now they have come out to say, okay, it is true that this person falsified his age and all of that, why is he still there? They think something is plain. And Johanese has come out to say they should bring the case back home to be tried. I don't know if he has a case there, because the federal government have washed their hands. There's obviously something that we do not know that is not being let out of the bag regarding this Ekweremadu's case. What other story? Yes, the Mapoli students. So the current beauty queen of Mapoli. Okay, let's take this. The Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has ordered the police and other security agencies in the state to fish out the killers of a student of Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Abeokuta, and that's Happiness Ode. Ode, who was the school's beauty pageant winner, was reportedly abducted along Ekweremadu Road on her way to a movie location in Ipara-Remo last Tuesday. The corpse of the mass communication student, which was reportedly dumped after she was allegedly killed by her abductors, was discovered on Thursday. I cannot even say that I have an idea how the family of this young lady feels right now, but I definitely know that they need closure. They need closure, and I hope that they get all the closure that that they require on this case. She was abducted on her way to for a movie production, and she was killed, and her body was just dumped. Her body was just dumped. But the governor has taken it upon himself and has said that this is one cause that he is interested in, and is going to fight. Is going to keep pushing until the results are out. All right. Good day to you, Mr. Kennedy. Welcome to today's broadcast. How you doing, sir?
Good evening, madam. It's nice to be here. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Welcome to the broadcast. Good day to you, Mr. Ledemsey. Mr. Ledemsey. I don't know. We have to look for another name for you that is easy to pronounce. Welcome, Okpa Stars. Welcome, my esteemed panelists. Good to have each and every one of you today. Welcome.
Good morning, good morning, Naija Wash and everybody on the platform this morning. I wish everybody one of the brightest days so far. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. Amen. Thank you very much for that. All right, please mute your mic. Come back to you. We'll move to the next paper, and that's Daily Sun. Here we have Atiku Wike camps in Make Ma meeting. Okay, that's not very clear. But Atiku's camp and Wike's camp are meeting today. Let's see what's going to be the outcome. And we hope nobody will be refuting or taking back, whatever is going to be said today. Demand for Ayu's resignation, top agenda. I wonder what points Wike is trying to score, demanding for the removal of Ayu. So is Wike more important than are you in PDP? I mean, this would determine it. The outcome of Ayu's removal or of this meeting would determine that so far. Ohaneze to FG, don't abandon Ekweremadu. We took that already. Ebonyi APC expels Umahi's opponent for senatorial ticket. FG goes tough on crude oil tips to rescue economy. Yeah, right. After 7 months, after allowing them to take 28 million barrels. Command center whistleblower policy. 2023, we will resist rigging vote buying, and that's from INEC. Claims elites, community leaders enable electoral fraud. NAF bomber service enclaves kills cause in Niger. IGP orders watertight security in schools, hospitals, others. Bandits abduct Abia Catholic priest, demand 50 million naira ransom. It looks like the abduction of priests is back. Well, I don't know if this is the highest ransom so far, but 50 million naira. Nigeria lost over $1.9 million in 5 days to gas supply disruption, says Obaseki. 3.8 billion naira suits ex-militant leaders caution justice ministry. Here we have our APC Northwest Governor Kakus demanded post of VP, SGF, NSA, key ministers from Tinubu. Already they are demanding. So it is not even a function of excuse me. So it is not even a function of who can deliver on the job. There it guys, I think we have a whole lot to go. Oh, let's begin to take reactions from this before we proceed. Mr. Kennedy, what do you feel about this oil theft that is that has ripped us of 28 million barrels in from January to July? How does that even make you feel? Hearing how does this news even make you feel?
Thank you very much. I want to welcome co-panelists and viewers all over the world. It has been alleged that 28 million barrels have been stolen between January and July this year. How were they able to ascertain that it was 28 million barrels? That is the first question. So who is saying it was 28 million barrels? Was the person there when it was stolen? If the person was there, why did he not stop the theft? These people, they are just playing games. They are just playing with us. The people that are stealing are the people that are telling us that 28 million barrels have been stolen. If they were not the people stealing the oil, they wouldn't have been able to ascertain the amount of barrels that were stolen. The fact is, we have what is the maritime authorities? What are they doing? What about the customs? What about the people, the navy? What about the military people who are saddled with the responsibility of protecting our borders and our seas? What are they doing? These oil pass through the sea to other countries. What are they doing? Are they not manning the waters? I don't quite understand what is going on in our society in Nigeria. Somebody coming out to tell us 28 million barrels was stolen. This bunkering and whatever has been going on for decades. And if they are saying now they want to intensify their effort to protect the oil or to avoid oil theft, that is very funny. We don't know what is happening. People are being paid to protect these waters. People are being paid to avoid the theft of oil. Yet these people are not doing it, and they are still being paid their salaries, and nothing is happening to them. And the country has the guts to come to us and tell us 28 million barrels have been stolen. Let them tell us how they were able to ascertain that 28 million barrels were actually stolen, and they should be able to tell us who are the people stealing this oil. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Let them say. Please, let's have your reaction to this, sir.
Good morning. Just as if they say if the
Sir, I'm not sure about your. I can't hear you. Can you hear me,
yes, I can hear you.
Mr. Let them say?
Can you hear me? I'm hearing you. So
Okay. How you
Hello.
doing? Yes. Oh, okay. This is better. Welcome to the broadcast. How you doing, sir?
We are fine. What?
Okay,
Hey,
Mr. Ledem, you might have to fix that and check back in with us because if we can't hear you, there'll be no need for the submission.
are you
Maybe
not
we should.
hearing me?
Okay, this is better. Let's go then. What's your
Uh,
reaction to this? From
as,
January to July, they sat down and watched 28 million barrels. I mean,
as the Zenab said, 28 million barrels. Now, which of the barrel is she able to tell us by the quantity of the barrel they draw out, or is it the quantity of the barrel they? We know that Nigeria doesn't refine fuel. So how do they estimate all this quantity and know that it was 28 million barrel that was stolen? And if it was stolen, which states that was him stolen from? Which point or a local government was him stolen from? And which of the direction was him taken to? So because you cannot just come out and say 28 barrel was stolen. And you're not able to tell us that the whole year they draw 50 barrel or they draw 300 barrel or we import so and so barrel.
all right, Mr. Let them say you're making very valid points, but I don't know your. I think it's your network is fluctuating, so I get to lose you, but you're making really valid points. So I'd really hope you get to fix that and come back. I'll just call someone else and I'll come back to you, and I hope that'll be fixed by then. Thank you, sir. Mr. Okwa Osas, welcome to this broadcast. Good to have you here. Please let's have your reaction to this news.
Yeah, good morning, everybody on the show. Probably are we? Good morning, everybody on the show. I will talk about this issue of the barrier.
Okay, Mr. Okwa.
Yeah, good morning, everybody on the show.
No, I heard you. I heard you. Please, I'll need you to turn down the volume of the other device you are using to listen, please.
I've done that.
There's a
I've done that.
feedback. Okay.
I've done that. Can
Okay,
you hear me now,
then
please?
yes, I can hear you, sir. Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
What I'm trying to say here is that Nigeria is a very complicated country, whereby people will be giving news without confirmation. This product, oil of a thing, is a product from the country. It's not a personal thing. I don't know why Nigeria are not giving a proper list of how they import our oil in Nigeria. Some group of people will just do it like it's a private work, of which it's not a private work. It's a public issue. Nigeria, by now, we're supposed to know how many barrels leave Nigeria per day. The sales they make, the amount of the barrel, just what I've said before, the price and the quantity sales they make every day supposed to be broadcast to every citizen of Nigeria, because it is our right. Some group of people will just come and tell us this is how many barrels they sold, this is how many barrels being exported. We believe everything, of which is not fair. The other day I was listening to this lady from Niger Delta. She spoke about so many things about this oil problem in Nigeria, of which the youth of Nigeria are not taking this issue serious with what this lady discussed about. I cannot really remember her name. I think she's working with the palace in Delta State, something like that. It's time we Nigerians supposed to know how our oil is being exported, being sold, and what we make from the oil. It should be broadcast to Nigeria citizens. We need to know everything about this. That's where I will rest my case for now. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank you for that. Mr. Ledem say, please let's have a go at it again.
Yes, I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
What I was saying is just almost what I said. That if Senate said this 28 barrel, So they should let us know the quantity of the barrel before we know that 28 was stolen from that quantity. How are we to know the barrel? They did not know the quantity that was drawn out. How are they to know the barrel that was stolen? And or is it the one they import to us? So we should know the quantity they import to us, and we should know how 28 was stolen out of it. Or even if really it was stolen, which of the states was that barrel of the crude stolen from? Which of the state? Which of the local government was it stolen from? And which of the direction was it taken to? Because they cannot just come out and tell us 28 barrel, 1 barrel, or 5 barrel. Which of the points do they stole it? And who are the responsible for stealing? Because a place you put a security to guard a house, and they said thief come into that house. The security was not tied down. They did not even tie the security. Then the security, they break security, say, thief come to this house. Who is the thief? Is it not the security? Because it will have shown the sign that thief come into the house, if not the security. The security will have been a victim to those destruction that we enable who see it, we know that yes, this. So security cannot just come and tell us that they stole in this house, whereas his house is free. He did not have any injury. Nobody tied him down. Nobody rescued him. Nobody saw the thieves. So the Zenat and their group are the ones.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Let them say. Well, that is that's very valid. The questions that you have asked or you have raised, and I cannot remember. I can't remember the federal government parading a group of persons saying that, oh, this person was caught oil theft, oil brokering, nothing of such. I mean, nothing of such. So yes, these people. Well, as they say that I cannot wait to. Okay, Mr. Juden.
Yes,
Mr. Juden.
good morning, everybody. Good morning, man. Good morning, my fellow panelists and listeners. I want to say good morning and a happy new week to everybody.
All
So,
right, Mr. Juden.
yes, really, this whole thing, like the former speaker just said now, it's making no sense. And we live in a country that there is just nothing Nigerian government will tell the public or will tell Nigerians that has any element of truth in it. We know these people are liars. They are pathological liars. They even lie just about anything. I think this is just a way of trying to cover up their continuing to loot our national treasury.
Mr. Juden,
Some
you won't
time
even
ago,
give them. Mr. Juden, I want to ask you a question, please. You won't
yes.
even give them the benefit of that to say
No, there's
just
no
probably
benefit
they
of
are
it.
clueless. Just maybe they are clueless and do not know how to go about their job. You don't have the competent
My,
people. So you don't
my
think
dear,
that is the case here? Because
listen, many of us don't even know. Nigerians don't really know what is going on. 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago or a year ago, last year? How do they call it? A vessel load of oil was found in, I think in China, was discovered in China. Apparently it was Nigerian shipload of oil to be sold. And then this thing, I've forgotten this. I read the story at that time, but I've forgotten everything. I've forgotten, the detail of the story. And this was supposed to be our oil, was stolen, and it was discovered by somebody from another country. I think from Mexico or something. And the whole thing. In fact, I have to go back to it. Maybe tomorrow morning, I will come with the detail of that story. So, having heard that story and with other stories that have been existing, all these things are just charade. They just use it to deceive Nigerians. Whenever they want to steal, they just say this to cover up their acts, so that Nigeria will think that, okay, they are stealing our barrel, whereas they are the one doing the stealing. Okay, they are the one doing the stealing. No, Nigeria should not believe them. They are the one doing the stealing. They just want to use it to cover up so that Nigeria will not blame them for the downfall or for the shortfall of crude oil exports in Nigeria. Okay, so this is just my own take, and based on what has been happening in the past, that is how I arrive at this. And then based on how that Nigerian leaders have never come out before to tell us lie. For instance, people were massacred at toll gate and they came up and told us that nobody was killed and that it wasn't any military and that there was no fire, no live ammunition was fired. Did we not hear all of this? Did Elijah Muhammad not come out to say all of this? At the end of the day, was that true? We people shouldn't believe these idiots. They know what they are doing to Nigeria.
All right, Mr. Juden, thank you for that. Let's move on to Mr. Pansat. Mr. Pansat, it's a beautiful day. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Miss Emma. How are you?
I'm well,
Hope,
thank you. Let's have your reaction to this, please.
Thank you. I would like to actually begin this week with a short prayer for the panelists. So when you hear me say, in Jesus' name, you just, let's say it in unison, open your mic and say, Amen. Dear God, as we gather for meetings in this Niger Watch forum, let each person be kind and compassionate. Let us show your love and glory in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
One more phrase. Father, please be with us as we make decisions at this forum. Guide our words to reflect your will and your purpose. Remind us to put you first. Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Now,
Thank you for that, Mr. Pansat.
You're welcome. Now, I think that it's going to be redundant for me to respond to those on the oil theft. The previous speakers have already spoken my mind on those, to be honest. So it's a shame how we complain and we complain. So we just hope that somehow God would intervene in our country, because I think that's one of the problems that we have. We need an intervention, because stealing that oil is the minimum of what they're doing. Okay, if you follow the money, I'm just going to say one thing, then I'll leave it alone for now. If you look at River State, we're not dumb. We're smart people. Nigerians, we're smart. We're educated. We care is building roads everywhere, opening this, opening that, whereas other states are not paying salaries. He's boisterous. He's happy. Somehow, that money that he's spending, comes from somewhere. I know that he gets a little bit, 13% or whatever, but he's spending more money than that. So with the federal government, who are like the enemies of the rest of the country, either by region, religion, tribe, the cabal, they would like to work with somebody like that. He's getting a lot of money. So you follow the money. That's what you do in most countries. Where is he getting the money that he's spending every day opening universities, roads, right? That money is coming from somewhere. Where is he getting it from? So there's no oil theft being done by anybody else but insiders. They just have ways to do it. That's all it is. But God help us. But we got to use our head. And if we need to stop these things, we have to stop it. But we got to, first of all, be honest with ourselves. Thank you. What was the other issue? Are you going round by round on this?
Yes. I wanted us to talk on this first. Yes, Mr. Charles, good to have you on this broadcast. How you doing?
I'm very well, sister Mrs. Emma. How are you today? And good evening from here. Good evening to all the panelists. I thank God we are here today again. I know we are talking about oil theft. Nigeria,
Yes.
Nigeria, we
Yes.
Nigeria will
Yes.
continue
I
to be
mean,
a joke.
how can you sit and watch these people from January to July, just January to July, and they've stolen that much, and now you people just want to sit at a round table to discuss how you will deal with this issue. You just want to deal with this issue.
Who to start with? Who are the thieves?
So far, none has been paraded on national TV. So far.
Where will you see them? They are in the government. The thieves are in the government. Like someone said, you see, we all remember let Abakiari. Eh? There was a time barrels of oil, there was a ship load of oil that was discovered in China. What happened to it? They let Abakiari. They also did Buhari and Malami. They should ask for it. No, before you know it, Abakari died. Everything died. Where is the money for that oil? You're not talking about to start with again. Someone asked, as a country, can Nigerians, do we know how many barrels of oil that every day Nigeria is selling, or that these oil companies are being uh, that they are producing every day? Do we know? And we say we are living in a country. Check all other oil producing states, countries. Their citizens know how many barrels of oil they are producing every day. They know. But in Nigeria, do we know? No. All we hear is that oil theft. Who are these oil theft? Who are they? There are people in government. I was listening to Peter Obi when they were asking him what about oil sub. He told them that it's a scam because since you cannot tell, no, you don't know how many barrels of oil that you are subsiding. Eh? Then how can you say you are doing oil subsidy? You see, all these things in Nigeria will continue to be a joke till we, the citizens, will rise up and start demanding, whether even if it takes our life, because no countries become good without a sacrifice. All the countries, people all over the world today, people are enjoying. We are saying, oh, in Western country, this happened, everything is talking well. If they tell you how much sacrifice they make, no, of course, Nigeria is where something will happen. If Nigerians go out of the streets today, one day, 2 days, and they see anything, everyone disappear, and things continue. In many countries where things are working well, working very, very well today, the citizens, when they begin to demand for something, if they didn't get it, eh, they will continue to demand for it. But in Nigeria, no. So we are talking about we have bunch of thieves in the government who don't want to use their brain, who think that they are lazy men. I say it's not a bunch of lazy men who cannot think. Like Peter B was telling them, how can you be talking of oil every day? Why in Niger State, Borno State, sitting up on large acres of land that can feed the whole Nigeria and the export? They are talking of oil. These are the plans of Fulanis in Nigeria. They're lazy. They want to make sure that they accumulate, use all means, use military, use all government top positions to steal Nigerian resources. And we're here. Honestly, Nigeria will continue to be a joke till we, the indigenous, will rise up and start demanding for our rights. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Charles, and welcome to this broadcast again. First off, Johnson Emmanuel, let me say I am fine. Thank you, and thank you for asking. Thank you. And this comment is from Johnson Emmanuel. He says, we're seeing oil bunkers arrested in Edo River State. We know the thieves. Those billionaires in Nigeria we worship are the thieves. Filling station owners, oil marketers, oil producing companies. So, if this is your submission, Emmanuel, so I just forgot what I wanted to ask. Okay, let me take that again. Just maybe I remember. We have seen oil bunkers arrested in Edo, River State. We know the thieves, those billionaires. So that is to say that they pay a certain percentage to the government that is not accounted for, if that is your submission. So the real thieves here are the government. Brother Nice, welcome to this broadcast.
Hello, hello. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Can you hear me?
yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, all the panelists. Thanks for having me. Yeah. Is it about the oil theft, right?
Yes, sir. How possible do you think it is? And do you think it's a case of incompetence, or you think this is an in-house doing?
Yeah. I would say there's a case of incompetence, and there's still a case that our government, they are still criminals at the same time. So I I would say there is a lot of oil thieves, that is existing. I will give a case of example for a video that I saw. Do you know Togo, Benin Republic, many of all those countries, their citizens come to Nigeria to steal our oil. If you want to get this fact that I'm saying, just take a taxi, just cross the border from Nigeria to all those neighboring countries, all those Cotonou and all. You will see by the roadside, you will see where they are selling our oils, our fuel. All those illegal oil that they refine in Nigeria, in that Delta state, that is where all those places, all those neighboring countries, that is where they go. They go to all those places. If you go there, you will see a lot of jerrycan at the roadside where they say our this thing, our petrols and crude oil by the roadside in all those Africa countries. So Nigeria is just like Venezuela, that all those Colombia thieves used to go. Venezuela have a lot of reserve of oil. So those Colombia neighboring countries, they used to go there to steal their oil, especially during the crisis. That is how Nigeria is in Africa. So many of all those neighboring countries, they survive with Nigeria oil. It's because our government is not serious. You see all this border is open for all those neighboring ventures to come in and steal our crude oil. If you go to all those countries, you will see by the roadside, they even sell it very cheap because they know that they are not paying for it. They are just coming to Nigeria, smuggle it, take it to their country, refine it, and sell it at the roadside. I'm telling you, I've seen it. Even hello.
Brother Nice, please go on. Please, who is trying to interrupt?
So,
Brother Nice, please go on.
I'm not here.
Okay. So if I let the person mute his mic now. So if you see all those listing, what is their name? They are all those people that used to secure. Is it Navy, and what is the other ones? Those ones that used to secure the immigration something. If you many of others our immigration and the Navy, they are even getting benefit from all these people that come from outside country to smuggle our oil. They even collect money from them and let them pass with our oil. There was a time close to one village in Lagos, all those Yoruba village, I forgot the name of the place. They found a very big hole where this neighboring citizens, they come in. They plug their pipe. They were sucking our oil all the way from one village in Lagos straight to the neighboring country, in their own country. They put pipe under the ground. You understand? Our military found it, and they could not do anything about it. They're supposed to trace those people and get them arrested in neighboring country. But what they just do, they just destroy those places and they just leave it alone. You understand? They did not follow up. So it's because our government, the government we have, they are on serious government. All they just care about, they steal their own oil, and these neighboring citizens, they come into our country to steal oil because they have it a lot. So they don't care about all those ones that come up from a neighboring country anymore, because they themselves, they are still selling, stealing, selling. So it's just thieves, stealing thieves. That is how everything just go. You understand?
All
You
right.
know, our
All right,
leaders,
Brother Nice.
our leaders, they are thieves. So neighboring thieves, they come in to steal thieves. So very simple. They are
All
nothing to
right,
do.
thank you for that.
Yes, that's just my submission. Thanks.
All right, sir. Guys, this is an appeal to please like this broadcast, share, invite someone. Please, let's start with you liking. And also, to the right in the comment section, you have the dollar sign. Please support us, support this platform, support an unbiased and unaided media platform. Please, it is not easy to bring raw content to you. Please, guys, to support us, help us to stay faithful in being true to the people. Please. Thank you. It does cost a whole lot. It costs a whole lot to run productions. So please, guys, please, thank you. And also, please like the broadcast. Mr. Chooks, welcome to this broadcast. How you doing? All right, let's move on to another story then. This would be now. This story is missing 17.128 billion naira, and that has to do with the NSITF. That's the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund (NSITF) has failed to justify the spending of 17.158 billion naira. The agency said some of the evidential documents needed to justify the spending were allegedly to have been eaten up by termites. So that is to say, termites ate up document that should have proved what 17.158 billion naira was used for. So I mean, so I mean, there's nothing they can say. They can't give accounts, documents, records. Mr. Kennedy,
Yes, another comedy.
I think I might have to Google termites and just put it on the screen so we have an idea of what Earth record.
Yeah, another comedy.
Mr.
Sometimes,
Kennedy, please react.
okay. Anyway, I used to call Nigeria the Federal Republic of Comedy. So, and they are coming up with another one. If the termites must have or may have eaten up the documents, the documents not in floppy disk? Are they not in soft copies? Don't they have soft copies? So where they're not in the internet, if they are put there, you can always retrieve it. I don't know if they are termites. Those days when we were growing, termites used to appear in all those molds and graves. I don't know how termites will get to very sophisticated edifice and begin to eat up documents. It's funny. The era of monkeys and snakes swallowing money is over. Now is a termite eating up documents. I don't just have anything to say. I wish them good luck. I wish them good luck. We just have to wait till February and March next year so that we can kick them out. That is the consolation I have now. No other consolation. Let's kick them out so that they go away with so that the termite will eat them in their graves. They are giving us pains. They are giving the whole country, the whole entire population. They are giving us pains, severe pains. So that's what I have to say about them. They are funny people.
All right. All right, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Opal says, it's funny how this Buhari's regime has been all about fighting corruption, bringing about change, fighting corruption. But the things you get to hear in his government, I mean, someone that is not even fighting corruption would not even have all of this around them. What's your reaction to this new development? I mean, we don't have big animals eating up all these things now. We are having termites.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the reason why we are here on this platform, protesting with our voice every day, try to educate people about how countries with democratic systems should be living their life. So the best way and the way forward is for we to be planning for the next election, to be able to vote how this current party, APC, and to be able to make sure that PDP doesn't come back again to that power, because this is the reaction from PDP past government. And the more the reaction, the more the how will I call it, the destruction. And the rice finish. So the system have penetrated into a lot of citizens from Nigeria. The system has also how would I call it, uh, influence their character, the way of living in Nigeria. Uh, the way forward is we should be talking about, because our talking about the oil price, the amount of oil, quantity of oil being sold every day, how many barrels do we export every day, whatever, will not make any difference. The only difference now is how to vote APC and PDP, the governors out of their power, the presidential APC out of power, and put the right person there. Uh, um, since obedience is the talk of the town, yeah, but we should also be careful, because Buhari was also talk of the town when we voted Buhari last time. Because they say, show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. I'm not trying to criticize Obi, but I know he's a friend of these people. And a friend can always be influenced, but we should be careful. And Obi have to assure us that it's not going that way, the same way PDP and APC are doing. But all the same, we just pray that we vote these people out, that we can take our country back, that we can start from grass again to plan the country, to plan our system, our character. And most second, the most important issue is law. A country without law is useless. Every successful country today we are trying to emulate, we are traveling to work and live in, they are being guided by law. Law is the only key. If there is law, APC can work. If there is law, PDP will do better. And if there is law, Labour Party will be the best. So law, law, law. The right place to peace, the right place not to peace. When not to slap your neighbor, don't insult your neighbor. Make sure you have a driving license before you start driving a car. The police doing their own job. So we need law. We pray that Obi will emulate law, good law, to respect law, to make law the talk of the town, the talk of the day. Then Nigeria will be better. Because if Pikin, may I use our broken language, if Pikin too stubborn, now the fear of a father now go to reduce the stubbornness. Because the father know the rules and regulations to take train the Pikin. So if our leader know the rules and regulations to respect law, to make law very strong in Nigeria, Nigeria will be the best place to live. And that's the only thing I can say for now. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
thank you very much for that. Mr. Pansat, let's have your reaction to this. Do you, Mr. Pansat, Mr. Pansat, do we still have you here? We are running out of time. So please, if you have to be close to your mic so I don't move on to some other person. All right, Brother Nice. Brother Nice, please unmute your mic. Let me know you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here with you.
Okay, Brother Nice. Do you by chance think that probably Buhari inherited a deteriorated or badly deteriorating country, and that's why it looks like everything is falling from his hands? Do you even see the effort of the sitting government, of the sitting government? Do you see the efforts by Mr. President and his team, or do you think he even made everything worse? Because all of this, the other time we had monkey. We had monkey the other time, right? Then the other time, rats chased him out of house of work. I mean, these are outrageous stories. Now, termites 17.2 billion naira. No, it looks like every sector. But he is not the leader. He's not the minister of all of these sectors. But I don't know how he is like you're having Buhari and the 40 thieves. So I mean, that's what it feels like to me. Everybody is stealing everywhere. How is it that he doesn't have a reputable person in office?
Yeah, thank you once again for this opportunity. You see that question you just asked, that if I think that Buhari inherit a bad governance, that one don't supposed to be a question that they're supposed to ask. You understand? Because if you compare Goodluck Jonathan administration, his time with Buhari's time, which one do you think that is more better? First of all, we know there was corruption in Goodluck Jonathan's time, but it was not up to this kind of escalation of corruption. You understand? It was very limited, not to this extent. You know, so there was even money were circulating. Nigerians were living fine. You understand? There was not much hungry this kind at this rate now. There was no money was circulating in Nigeria. People were having money to spend. This man just came in, he just freeze everything. Money is not circulating anymore. Millions of Nigerians thrown into poverty, and he said he want to leave them away from poverty. So you cannot compare it to the time of Goodluck Jonathan. This man, he has no clue about a leading of a nation as a president. He has no clue. This man not supposed to be there. That's the first mistake that Nigerians made. I will not blame him so much. I blame Nigerians that vote this man. I'm telling you. Because Nigerians, they saw it coming. You understand? I will blame them. They should not just cry. They should just exercise patience in next year. You understand? Because even me myself, that don't know anything about this Buhari when he came as a military. When I check all his background, I know that this man is not coming to do anything. But people were saying, "Oh, he was fighting corruption when he came." People, a lot of people in prison. I was looking at them. Somebody that did not have the time to accomplish his mission that time. He was fighting again to come back to accomplish his mission. You people were so this man has no clue. You understand? This Buhari, Goodluck Jonathan time is far better than this time. Go and ask people on the street. They will tell you it's not the same thing. You can't compare Goodluck Jonathan time and this man. This man don't have conscience. You know? So all those ones that said all those cockaboo story, they are telling us that what does they say he swallowed money. Do you know how many things they have told us that swallowed money? They told us before that snake. The other one said gorilla. The other one now is a termite. What is the name you just called? You know. So if you know, when this incompetent people that is in power, when they already made mistake or they have stolen money, for them not to be questioned, they will bring all sort of story to tell Nigerians, you know, because of their failure. They will come and tell us all kind of stories, you know. So they cannot deceive me. They can only deceive the Nigerian that is still sleeping. But like me, they can't deceive me because they know that a lot of Nigerians are still sleeping. So that is why they come with those kind of story. You understand? Because they know that a lot of them will buy into it. You understand? Hello? Are you still hearing me, Emma?
Yes, brother Nice. I heard you. Thank you for that. I had a little
I'm
issue
back
trying to
too.
mute my mic.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Pansat, before I get to you, Mr. Pansat, guys, please, we need to do the needful by liking this broadcast, sharing this broadcast, inviting someone. And also, it's a beautiful day for you to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right in the comment section. It really doesn't matter if you're operating with a domiciliary account, in our account, whatever account you're using. you can still make donations to us wherever you are in the world. And I assure you it's safe and secured. Thank you very much. Please let's like this broadcast and also support our Niger Watch. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Pansat.
Yes, thank you very much. That is a very, very important question. And all Nigerians know the answer to that question, right? Because, like you said, it's all sectors, all verticals. Nothing is working. It's almost like we have an enemy to destroy us. I hear an echo back from. I don't. Is that my system? Anyway, so it's easy to discern if this is deliberate or not, because if you recall, even say during the EndSARS, you saw when the people came out, the youth, they came out and they made demands. I think there were about 5 demands. And finally, Buhari came out and accepted those demands to disband that SARS and a few other things that were in demand. But he did it reluctantly. Now, there are things that are beyond any president's ability. He can't solve all the problems. So because we don't have to look at the ones that we don't know if he can solve it or not solve it, for example. It's debatable. But there are things that he should be doing. When there's violence and a lot of our people are killed, he could use himself to relay our grief by just talking to the country. Now, I used to say maybe he can't talk, but then I would see him go to another country and talk to them and sympathize with them. France, developed countries who have 1 or 2 deaths from typhoon or something like that, and he would, go there and show grief. If this man just come out to Nigerians and say, hey, look, we're going through a hard time. I'm going to do my best from now on. We want unity or this, just some good words to say, look, we're going to be okay. No, he doesn't talk to us. He doesn't do anything at all. He doesn't even address the country, no matter how ravaged the country is. Doesn't. So it's a deliberate thing. But another key thing to know that his heart is very dark is that look at the people who work for him. They may not be geniuses and all that, but a lot of these people are very much tied down. They can't say anything. Okay, but just one of them was lent to what's his name in Tinubu. You see him come out and fight and go after his opponents and doing a fantastic job of it. Just one of his ministers of state. So he has a lot of people there. When they were going to run for office, he's able to say, hey, if you're going to run for office, you need to leave the administration. He did it right in there. So he's not dumb. He's known. There was a song made by Felaran Somkuti in the 80s, I believe it was, and it's called "Beast in Human Skin," and that summarizes who he is. And the country, we have our own share of the blame. So I know it's a short thing here, but look, it's deliberate. We have our enemies ruling the country. That's all it is. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Pansa, thank you for that. Mr. Ladamse.
Yes, as we are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
He said termites. Termites. This English is too big for our Nigerian. They say ant can't chop their documents. So what did they not tell us? Where the document they dig inside ground, inside potato, put the document, or if they has where they built, or na on computer building, now they put the document. Because before they will say ant, those soldier ant can't chop document. If soldier ant not the dig cement come out, Now where they not plaster, now that they do. Now they for they eat something. Now they for they build their house, come out, eat something. So if Nigeria so-called government said to Nigeria that termite eat document, so they will be able to tell us the area, whether it was in abandoned in Kurudu or in abandoned in maternal market, before those soldier ants able to eat it. Because monkey have taken money from central bank, snake has swallowed money from INEC office and the JAM office. So we should begin to know the name of these people so that when we are arresting them, they will be able to provide those snake in the court, provide those monkey in the court, because these people
All right,
have to
Mr.
die.
Ledose, I'm sorry, this is all I'll take from you. You have a problem with your network, which you need to fix. It's not very clear. You could go and watch a replay of this so you haven't understand what I'm talking about. Please, I'm sorry. I could try to come back to you again before the close of this broadcast. Please fix that. Thank you. Let's move on to Mr. Judin. Mr. Judin, in another 2 minutes, please react to this story.
Well, the story is just one of those things again. It's one of those, the more you look, the less you see. The abracadabra of the Nigerian government. You know, the other day, the other 2 or 3 years ago, they told us python swallowed money, a snake swallowed money. Now it's termites. Now, where were those documents kept? Is it the same Asu Rock or whatever minutes, well, wherever they must have kept it? Is it the same places that they budget billions or millions in every year in maintenance, in cleaning up? So how can termites go to such places and you know, um, eat up a document? And then in this world, in this day and age of technology, you want to tell me that Nigeria cannot afford to store their documents on softwares in the computers and then have some on hardware? Come on now. They are just covering their track. They know very soon this administration will exit. They're just trying to cover all their tracks so that they will not uncover all the massive money they have stolen from Nigeria. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, many of the things happening in Nigeria today should also tell us, should point to us that we really don't have the person that was voted in 2020, in 2015 in Aso Rock. Okay, even if people, Namdi I've been saying that long time ago and people didn't believe him. I mean, to me, I still continue to wonder if that person there, impersonator there is Buhari, why would the wife be in another country citing insecurity as the reason why she left Nigeria to another country to stay? Where has it ever happened in the world that a president will be in the country and if the president's wife is not safe, then who then is safe? And the president, and it was when Aisha Buhari started speaking out that where is Nigerian men, that the husband office has been hijacked by some few men, you know, that they are responsible. It was when she started speaking out and started making noise, started alerting the society, the country, what is going on. I believe, in my own understanding, they threatened her, perhaps either shut up or we'll deal with you. That made her to run away to Dubai to stay. You know, she only come according to their arrangement to make Nigeria believe that, okay, she's still the first lady, everything is fine, she's still married to the impostor there, who is the Buhari. Well, very soon, all of these things will be revealed. Like the Bible said, there's nothing that is hidden that shall not be revealed. All of those hidden truths will be unveiled very soon. It will not take too long. We will know how, you know, but for some of us who know what is happening, I don't need to wait until that time. It's just for many Nigerians who don't believe that the person there is an impostor, it's not Buhari, you know, and the people ruling Nigeria are the people that we didn't elect. So that's all I'm going to say to that.
All right, Mr. Judy, thank you for that. Guys, please let's do the needful by liking this broadcast. I mean, what's you guys, let's be obedient. Come on, it takes nothing. It takes just a second to just tap on the like button. You don't have to take a trip outside of your screen, just right there on your screen. Just thumbs up, guys. Just thumbs up. The likes makes this broadcast accessible to people on YouTube. We become an option, one of the top options out there when people get on YouTube and are interested in the affairs of the country. So please like this broadcast. If you don't like nothing, if you don't like my face, my voice, my work, just like for the sake of the panelists, for the things that are being said here, for the ideas and the theories. Come on, guys, please like the broadcast. Thank you. I want to take this from yes, this is Johnson Emmanuel again. Johnson Emmanuel is looks like our man of the day. Justice said they said Buhari's government was hijacked by cabals. They said the same about Goodluck Jonathan. I hope Peter Obi, if he wins, would not resign because of pressure. So who are the cabals? I think we might have to talk about that on one of our chats. Find time this week to have talking about cabals, the effect of cabals, yes, in Nigeria today. Moving on to that, I have Mr. Chooks. Mr. Chooks, you've been in and out of the
Hello.
studio. I hope. Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
good
Mr.
morning.
Chooks. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning, the panelists. Yeah, the thing of corruption and how animals and all kinds of things, you know, becoming human being in Nigeria is so shameful. No wonder the UK former prime minister said that Nigeria is fantastically corrupted. It's a without the people rising up, demanding accountability, there's nothing we can do. Everybody knows what is the problem in Nigeria. The problem is not corruption. Corruption is everywhere. I live in the UK. There's corruption. In America, there's corruption. Name it. Even in Vatican City, there's corruption. But the difference with the Nigerian system is the impunity. When we talk about impunity, how can you get up and say an animal swallow money? How can you get up and tell us termite destroy this, destroy that? And we are saying it, and everybody will shout for 1-2 days, and that will be it. This is the problem we're having. It is not any other thing, because they know whatever they tell us, we will accept it like that. And that is what when we say impunity is the problem. This is the problem. You can have a problem with even an individual. You go to court, which they say is the last hope of a common man. You go to court. When the court sees that there's no way they can overturn the justice, all they do is connive with the person, the big man, and they keep postponing it. 10 years, 15 years, you get tired. So that is the problem we are suffering. We are not suffering for any other thing other than impunity. And the earlier we try to stop impunity, the better. And this is why we're clamoring for a change through democratic way. Because, even if they had a revolution, you can't clean up this thing. But if we can do it democratically, then I think there is hope. Because like Niger Watch always say, this is not just a platform to bring on Peter Obi as the president of Nigeria. It's a platform as well to checkmate him on all his promises and all the right things that Nigerians have been suffering. I mean, all the wrong things Nigeria has been suffering to be right. So I think we are on the right path. The other thing is, how to convince people to get along with us, because I listened to one of the platforms meant for Peter Obi yesterday. you know. And the vice presidential candidate was on that platform, and the way he spoke yesterday, I think there's a great hope for this country. I'm seriously convinced that there's a great hope for this country, and I can only say, we allow them so much time to mess up with us, but if we start now, I think it's a new beginning. Thank you for giving me this chance to contribute.
All right, you're welcome, and thank you for that. Mr. Let them say, I'm very willing to give you another chance to speak. So let's see if, oh, I think he's out of the studio already. Okay, Mr. Let them say, I hope you get to fix that. I'll be expecting you by 1 p.m. today, as we have something to talk about. Thank you to everyone who has participated in this broadcast today. Everyone in the comment section, you guys have been amazing. Johnson Emmanuel says, in Nigeria, the system favors a lot of people. That is why you are not seeing uprising. The ones that are complaining is because they are not benefiting. That's true. That's true. I agree. I agree with that. All right, Johnson Manuel, thank you for participating. Thank you, Juno Che. Thank you. I am very sure I did not pronounce that right, so apologies. And this is Tavi. Thank you for joining today's broadcast. Thank you, Moses Sumba Momi Diaspora. Thank you very much for being here today again. Thank you to Samuel Olaka. Samuel, how you doing? Happy New Week. No Sakare, it's good to have you. Sunday Ogbomo, thank you for being here. Naomi Bella, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
Please, Brother Knight.
Yes, brother,
Let me
nice.
just give quick shout outs to Naomi Bella. She was cautioning me for some things. I saw your message, Naomi Bella. Don't worry. Now you go pay that. Now you go pay that 500 naira. All right now.
All right, very nice. Israel Asemuta, good day to you, sir. Good to have you here. Blessed International TV News. Thank you for being here. Thank you, and thank you for that contribution too. Okay, you guys, everybody, thank you. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate. Now, we've come to rounding up on this broadcast. I would like to have, your general submissions to Nigerians. But guys, also before we do that, please do not forget that we'll be back here. I'll be back here by 1 p.m. today on the chat. I just might be dropping a snippet of what we'll be talking about today and many others. Thank you. Mr. Kennedy, in all of this, please give us a submission.
Yes, my submission is to the entire citizenry. The government, the ones that are stealing the 28 million barrels they are talking about. If they are not the ones stealing it, they should have been able to apprehend those that are stealing the 28 million barrels of oil. Because like I said, we have the military, we have the navy, we have the maritime industry, we have the navy, the customs. If anything is going to go out of the country, those people should be able to apprehend the thieves. So it's the government. So they should bring back our oil. But anyway, I know they are not going to bring it back. They're just grandstanding. Well, we'll kick them out in February, March next year, and install a new government by May, so that we all have a fresh breath of air. So for the termites, I hope we should be able to use some insecticides from next year to kill off all the termites that are eating our
All right.
documents. So that's what I have. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Okpa Osas, let's have yours. All right, Mr. Pansat.
Yes, thank you, Emma, very much. By the way, you look fabulous.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I'll wait till he does, right? You're going to give it to him to speak?
Hello? Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Okay. Yes, 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 I can hear you. Please stay close to your microphone. I think once I go past you, then that'll be it. Please don't interrupt whoever is speaking at the time, please. Mr. Okpa, now that you are here, please give your submission in 1 minute.
Okay, I will continue to say that Nigeria, we have to start respecting law. Law. Law is the beginning of wisdom. It's the beginning of security, safety, law. A country without law is useless. People, people being governor without law is useless. Those people are being blindfolded. There's no way forward. When the police arrest a criminal, the next thing you see the criminal is back on the streets because there's no law, there's no respect of law. Please, let us respect law and make use of our PVC for next year. Let this government, let the caban, the politicians know the value of the citizen by voting out this party, PDP and APC. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Mr. Pansat, let's have you, please.
Thank you. As I was saying that you look fabulous tonight for us over here. It's nighttime. And then the panelists, they were very good. The subject matter are just your normal, usual stuff in Nigeria. There are more important things to talk about than even crude oil. A lot of our people are getting killed. A lot of there's so much insecurity in that country that it makes somebody's heart bleed. But you know, the funny thing is that, let me use myself for example. If I was the president of that country, I would have really showed these people that they're not as smart as they think they are. Everybody who's killed anybody, especially the massacres in Nigeria, including the one 2015, will be apprehended. Just because you committed a crime 10 years ago or 20 years ago doesn't make it that you just go scot-free. It's not easy to, I mean, it's not difficult to tackle Nigeria's problems. It's just going to have to take the will to do so. And as far as I'm alive, if there's a chance that we're going to have an input, everybody who's doing all these things, committing all these killings, will pay for it. That's one. Two, you know, I kind of, the way I'm placed is that if Obi doesn't win, Obi Data doesn't win, I really think that Nigerians would deserve what they got coming to them, because the next turn of Nigeria going into what they would witness without a good person coming into office is really going to turn everything around. Maybe that's when we're going to find out a learn, because you still have some people, even though we're going through what we're going through, killing all over the place. People can't come home from abroad. The ones they left at home are not safe. Students can't go to school for many months. Still, believe it, some of our fellow countrymen want to retain this type of government still. You know why? They really haven't really felt it. All right, it's because it's easy, because you can get on social media, you talk to people in the United States or England and on all that. It's like we're all the same thing. We're not the same thing. People who are even in Ghana, outside of Nigeria, are enjoying themselves, making money, living a life. Those in Nigeria are in perpetual suffer, insecurity.
Mr. Pansat, you need to
Yeah.
wrap up your submission. This is just for 1 minute.
Yeah. So let me just conclude by saying that we can't lose either way. It's if you either go out there, get your PVC, and elect the government that you deserve, because the choice is very clear. But if you don't do it, believe it or not, those of us who are not there, we're not going to die. You're going to be the one to suffer it. So we have to change this government for the better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pansat. Very nice. Let's have a submission, please.
Yeah, I have nothing much to say. I just wish them good luck. I hope they make the right choice so that they won't regret it as they did with Buhari. I hope they will not repeat the same thing. Good luck to Nigeria. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chooks, take it away.
Yeah, thank you once again. I'm only just gonna say that the earlier we recognize that it's important for us to have rule of law, the better for us. And the only way we can do that is by electing those who respect rule of law, who understand what leadership means, you know. And I'm encouraging everybody to, come out massively, because the way it's going now, I have full confidence. Yesterday, like I said earlier, yesterday I listened to one of the group, even though they are planning to, clean up Nigeria, from dirtiness, and let's start. And that is encouraging for the youth to tell them that we have people who can be on ground on election time. That is why they introduce this, and every corners of Nigeria will be cleaned. And those who, if you can clean the streets, right now, how about voting and staying and defending your vote? I think we are on the right track, as many people has said. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you for that. Mr. Ladem say. Mr. Ladem say, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being part of today's broadcast. It's lovely to see each and every one of you, and it's good to know that we are all fine and good. So yes, 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 it's good to see each and every one of you again today. And I say cheers to life. It's a beautiful new week. Let's endeavor to do something kind. Let's endeavor to do something for the sake of humanity. Let's extend this time of friendship to someone who knows. Be the smile, be the reason why someone is smiling today. Be the plus one in someone's happiness. Let's do good wherever you are, home or abroad. Represent the country very, very well. Do not forget the things that matters most to us: God, family, yes, family, friends, even society, our neighbors. So please, let's change the narrative. And there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Do not give up with all of these things happening right now. Rather, get your PVC, protect your PVC, and make sure you vote rightly when that day comes. And yes, you have to defend your vote too. I'm sorry to the people at the backstage. We've come to the close of today's broadcast, but I'll be back here by 1 p.m. for us to talk about something. So, sometime last week, Pastor Chris Oyakilome of Christ Embassy suspended his nephew for accepting to be Bola Ahmed Tinubu's youth campaign director. Now, was that you see, I for one, I don't know. Okay, I want your reaction to that, but not now by 1 p.m. And also, we'll also be talking about other things like Ben Ayade. Sometime last week, also gave donated 25 million naira to a church, and the bishop of the church came up to say, whatever money you want to give to me, pay salaries, use that money and pay the people that you are owing. And it looks like our clergymen are beginning to talk. The other day I heard Ansem Maduboko say something like, if you vote wrongly, you people will suffer it. So make sure you vote right. And it's really, really, really commendable. So I'll see you by 1 p.m. where we'll talk about all of these things, if that was drastic or if that's a good wake-up call. And could it be because of the Muslim ticket that these people are now awake and, doing all of this things? So by 1 p.m., I'll see you on the chat. And by 1 p.m., like Brother Nice, please don't go and sleep off and join me 30 minutes to when I want to round up, because there'll be no slot for you at that time. So Mr. Onoche, I see you, and I hope to see you by 1 p.m. Okay, since I've got you, just say something to us. Mr. Ladeb, say something to us before we go.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
If you are hearing me, are you hearing me?
Mr. Ladeb, it's a struggle over here. Please fix it. Please fix it. It's a struggle over here. I'm sorry. Please fix it. Mr. Noche, good morning and welcome to this broadcast. Please Share the grace for us. We are about going.
For
Mr.
it.
Onoche.
You chased me away for hate speech last time, if you remember, over a month ago. However, I thank you for welcoming me, and I
Mr.
appreciate that
Onoche.
you are doing.
We can
You
hear
can
you,
hear.
sir. We can hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, but my mic is on. Let me
All
see.
right. I tried. I tried. We can't hear you. So I'll see each and every one of you by 1 p.m. today. Okay. 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 Say something then. Okay, please fix it. We can't hear you over. I can't hear you over here. So please fix it. I hope to see you by 1 p.m. I hope to see each and every one of you by 1 p.m. Please keep a date with me. And remember to tune in and let's talk about, these things happening. Thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful week. Yes, I do wish you a wonderful week. I'll see you very soon, right? All right. Until I come your way again. Bye for now.